Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Keeping in mind that this is the YouTube festival, first of this year. I'm here to give you some information on how you could improve your concentration while you prepare. So this is a session on 5 hacks to improve your concentration, especially for someone who's preparing for an extremely stressful and extremely destructive test like CAT. I understand all our lives we've been involved in preparing for examinations at different stages, but at this point is when you get distracted most easily. Provided that your college life, if you're a college student, your college life is about to end, and that is when everybody starts becoming over friendly and over emotional about it. So you get emotionally invested in your friends, in your family, you get emotionally invested in your own career as well. That is when you think that you are at a crossroads, whether you have to go ahead with a job, or whether you want to prepare for something like CAT, or whether you want to do something else completely away from these tracks. Under these circumstances, it becomes very difficult for us to have 100% focus on what we are preparing. So in this session, I'm going to tell you about some 5 very simple hacks. Hi Saurabh, good morning. So in this session, I'm going to tell you about 5 very simple hacks that you could help yourselves to improve your concentration. My name is Amit Surana. I am an aeronautical engineer from Chennai, and I've trained over 2 lakh students preparing for competitive exams like CAT. Please don't forget to follow #CAT live daily the next time you're on Instagram. Yeah, I can hear myself. Hi Roshni, good morning. Alright, yeah. And if you're planning on taking your CAT preparation seriously, then go ahead, take the Plus subscription. All you have to do is pick up one of these packages and use my referral code Surana Live to get yourselves a good discount of 10%. Alright, so let's start with the 5th hack here, the last hack to begin with, right? This is something that you have to do on a regular basis, right? These things don't work like like magic. Yes, you have to help yourselves deal with them on a regular basis, consider them as a daily habit, and then just wait for the results to show up. The 5th point is to train your brain. In order to train your brain, in order to ensure that your brain is able to take up the amount of stress that the test gives, and it is able to increase its own efficiency, you'll have to keep feeding your brain every single time, right? You need to feed your brain with things that intrigue you, things that interest you. You can watch intriguing movies or shows, whatever, right? The source doesn't matter, but you have to ensure that you keep feeding your brain. You can also, to ensure that it always doesn't sit idle, it keeps working, you can always go ahead and do some play some mind games like chess or Sudoku or crossword or any other puzzle for that matter that you think will intrigue your brain. 3rd thing, the best thing to help your brain heal and at the same time increase its own efficiency is to meditate. Yes, and these are all scientifically proven hacks that will definitely help you increase your efficiency while you force yourself to concentrate while you're preparing for something. And the last thing is art attack. See, art is one of those parts of art. Could be anything. It could be related to music, it could be related to literature, it could be related to painting or whatever you are comfortable with. You need to ensure that you have one hobby on the side. It could be origami, it could be painting, sketching, anything that you think you are okay with. You need not even be good at it. That's the thing, right? The thing about art is you need not even be good at it, because you're doing this for yourselves and not anybody else. Yes, so ensure that you do these 4 things to keep your brain active all the time. The 4th point that matters is ambience, the place in which you are preparing for, right? Your study table, your room, the kind of noise that you're around, the kind of people that you're around, all of those matter. First, you need to ensure that to keep in mind that you are focusing completely, the place should be silent. And when I say silent, it need not always mean drop dead silence, but silent in a way that does not distract you, silent in a way that does not want you to think that, oh my god, what is happening there, they seem to be having fun, let me go there, right? So you need to select a room, you need to select a place where there is no noise that will distract you. Apart from that, any natural noise that comes around, that is still livable. Number two, the place that you're preparing should be well lit. There is a very good reason why us humans tend to feel dull, tend to feel very tired when the sun goes down. Yes, because we've programmed ourselves, hardwired ourselves in such a way that we know to be active when the sun comes up and be dull when the sun goes down, right? The main reason for that is light. Yes, and you know that our brain is a very good receptor of images. So when it sees that something is very dull, or it's not well lit, or or the room is very dark, it automatically tends to believe that it is night and you feel sleepy. Yes, and this is something that you would have noticed, right? You go to you go to a restaurant that is well lit, you know that the food that you're eating is energy food, even though it is just basic junk. But when you go to a restaurant that is not well lit, where that is very dull, you know that it's dinner time, right? That's how our brain works. Third is a clean workspace. I understand keeping a clean workspace has been our mothers, our parents' aim right from the beginning, but this is for your own good. You need not ensure that the entire room that you are in is clean, but at least your own surroundings are clean, right? You should be able to reach to things in arm's distance. So if I want a book right now, I can just simply reach my hand and get it. But I should ensure that my desk is not cluttered. Yes, there should not be too many wires hanging, there should not be too many things on the desk, because if I were to keep a book here, I need the space. Now I can't invest the time on moving things around and then keeping, right? And it is known that a clean workspace helps in improving your concentration, right? Because then you are not concentrated on that. And the last thing is, you need to ensure that there are no distractions, zero distraction, including your phone. This happens every time with us. This happens with me also, that when I'm concentrating on something and suddenly when my phone vibrates, even though it's an unnecessary notification from a social media app that I keep scrolling every now and then, but then when that notification comes that some guy who I don't even follow has posted something, or some guy who follow just because that person is following me has posted something, and that comes up as a notification ke Chomu Prasad has not posted in a very long time, or has posted a story, go check out their story. When that happens, suddenly you feel so much interest in that Chomu Prasad's life ke, oh my god, what is he doing? He's posting story and all, he never does that, right? So you need to understand that even for small amount of time, it's okay if you keep your time breaks after every 30 minutes, it's completely fine. Even if it's after every 20 minutes, completely fine. It completely depends upon you, right? But you need to fix a time when you are ready to get distracted and when you are not ready to, right? And that is why a lot of phones these days have the Zen mode, or digital well-being mode, all of that ensures that you get to focus on every part of your life and not involve your phone into everything. So the fourth point is what? That the ambience matters, the place where you are in, that definitely matters. The third thing and the most important thing, something that I believe, is you are what you eat. Yes, now this is not going to be a lecture on how you should eat healthy, or how you should look out for the carbs, look out for the calories. This is definitely, and especially I wouldn't be a person talking about that, right? It would be pure hypocrisy if I go ahead and tell you that you're not supposed to eat junk and all that. But what I'm here to tell you is, eat healthy in a way that you know it is healthy for you. Yes, do not become do not let somebody become Anjali Bhabhi of your life. You understand, right? You are Tarak Mehta. Do not let somebody become Anjali. Do not go ahead and eat or consume things that you think is not good for you, right? Even if you are into eating, let's say just a fruit or anything, right? Even if it's not extremely healthy, it's okay. You should believe that it's healthy for you, right? And that's what eating healthy actually means. Second, eating happy. You should not force yourself into eating that Karela because somebody told you it's good for you. Yes, you should be able to eat that because you are happy with eating that. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say here? Yes, it's very important that what you eat is happy, is making you happy, right? And not eat something that other people think is good for you. You understand the difference between these? Yes, it could be simple dry fruits, it could be simple fruits, vegetables, anything, right? Need not always mean that it is good for you and that is why you're eating. No, it should be good for your mind as well. Third thing is to eat fruits and drink vegetables. This is a proven fact that what normally we do in our Indian households is that we eat vegetables and we drink fruit juice, right? But actually the thing should be other way around. Why? Because fruits can digest themselves quickly compared to vegetables. So if you drink vegetables, that basically means your metabolism remains at the same rate or at least improves, but it does not make you tired at the end of the day. Yes, but if you eat vegetables, you become tired at the end of the day because your stomach gets filled, right? That's the difference between eating fruits and drinking vegetables. And the last thing, something that I obviously believe in, is to stay hydrated. Yes, this is something that I keep reminding you guys also to do when we take a class, because this helps you stay focused. Right, it helps you stay concentrated to what you are doing. So whether it is plain water that you're drinking, or if you are planning on mixing something, and when I say mixing something, I mean a glucose or a fruit or a vegetable, something, right? Not, could be anything that you're drinking, but you have to ensure that you have to keep doing that at regular intervals, right? Cheers, guys. So that's about what happens to your body as an outcome of what you intake. The second thing that I want to talk about is how a lot of people are always in a rush. Yes, see, understand that time doesn't wait for anyone. I get it. Yeah, but then that does not mean that you try to beat everybody to the race. It's not always so. CAT is not one of those tests that, if you give it early you get a better score. There's nothing like that, right? There's one common date, probably 3 slots, but it doesn't really matter. Yes, what matters is not how much you cover, but how better you cover it. That is why all my sessions would be slow and steady. I would give you 10 lectures, 12 lectures on each topic to ensure that whatever you prepare, you're preparing in the best way possible. So slow and steady wins the race. This is something that we've learned and we believe in it as well. Always remember, don't be in a rush to reach to the top. Yes, best example of that would be mountain climbing. You know that what would happen if you are in a rush when climbing a mountain. Let's say people who've climbed and taken over Mount Everest, do you really think they believed in who gets there first, or is it about who gets there? Yes, so start from the foot, start with the basics, ensure that your foundation is strong, and then move ahead to the top. Hi Harshmeet, hello Akshay, hi, good morning Milan. I hope you guys are doing great. चलो आओ थोड़ा सा ज्ञान बांट रहा हूँ, आ जाओ. Right, so start from the foot and then reach to the peak. That's the best way to cover more area and ensuring that you don't forget what you've done previously. Number 2, start with what you know. Do not start with things that you are completely unaware of. Let's say you are not from a math background and you have no real idea about algebra. And imagine if you start with algebra, what would happen? You would definitely not be able to understand things and you will keep demoralizing yourselves, right? At one point in time, you will feel like there is nothing to live for and CAT is not your cup of tea. Yes, so start with things that you are aware of. If you are aware of percentages, if let's say you're from commerce background, then you very well know what inflation is, you know what depreciation is, you know what application of percentages are, right? So start with things that you think you know, and then build your course from there. This is especially for people who keep asking others for a schedule. Okay, sir, what is the right way to prepare? What is the first topic to start with, right? There is no right way to prepare for a test like CAT because everything is interlinked, है ना? सौरभ, अभी लेक्चर्स भी अगर सुबह सुबह 10 बजे होगा तो डेफिनेटली यही एनर्जी रहेगी. ओके, the third thing is learn to let go. Sometimes it's okay to let some things go. For example, let's say I'm focusing on a particular concept and I'm not able to understand it. Let's say I'm trying to understand what zeros of a quadratic equation mean, or what is the usage of the sign there. Yes, I'm trying to bang my head over that and I'm not able to understand. Or let's say I'm trying to understand a formula from coordinate geometry and I don't seem to get it. Yes, there are two things you can do at that point in time. One, stick to that, stay there for a very long time, drain your energy completely, cry over the fact that you don't understand even a simple thing, and then demoralize yourself. Step 2 is keep that away for a while. Yes, take a sip of water, understand that okay, maybe this is not my cup of tea now, but I will definitely come back to it later, right? And this is something that I tell people for their exam strategy also. That if you are trying a question and you don't get it, don't be stubborn about it. Yes, it doesn't matter whether you were able to answer a difficult question. What matters is that you were able to answer more questions, and the same logic applies here as well. Don't stick to a concept that you don't seem to get it, but move on. Yes, try doing more things than sticking to one small thing. And the last thing is to focus on one topic or one concept. So if you have your mind invested in a particular topic or in a particular concept or in a particular section also, stick to that for that particular time. I know a lot of people, when they are preparing for verbal, while they're reading comprehension passages, they sit and think about अरे वो distance formula क्या था, अरे वो what was that intercept formula. It doesn't help you, right? Now what happens, you are not able to understand. You're not able to understand what's going on in the passage. You're not able to get what's going on in your mind. So you need to understand that whatever you have in your plate, focus on that. Yes, this happens with us, right? While we are eating lunch, we would be thinking about dinner. Don't do that. Yeah, whatever it is, whether you like it or not, what's on your plate, try and focus on that and try to get the best out of it. Yes, and like Master Tofu himself said, you must believe. And the last thing, and my favorite thing, is sleep. A lot of people think that preparing for a test like CAT means preparing 18 hours, 20 hours a day, not getting enough time to sleep, or sleeping late and waking up early in the morning. It's not that, right? You need to get adapted to the situation of your own body. Yes, your body needs time, your body needs what it needs, and you cannot rip it away from it just because you are running out of time. Yes, this is something that I tell all my learners, especially a day before the exam. Sleep. A lot of people sit overnight, like tomorrow morning you would have an exam and tonight you will sit and prepare for it. There's no point in doing that because your body knows it's under a lot of pressure, and not all of us perform well under pressure. So first, ensure that you take a sound sleep, right? There should not be anything disturbing you. There should not be anything that comes in the way of you sleeping. Yes, even if that means that you have to scold somebody to let you sleep, go ahead and do that. Number 2, ensure that you have a scheduled sleep. Yes, don't sleep at awkward times in the day. Yeah, some people, I've come across a lot of people who eat and then immediately run off to sleep. Yes, because अरे यार थोड़ा सा आराम करेंगे फिर जाएंगे, right? Don't keep your body unpredictable, right? Let it know that every day 11 p.m. you sleep, 12 a.m. you sleep, 1 a.m. you sleep, whatever time you sleep, it doesn't matter at what time you sleep, because not all of us are early birds, some of us are night owls. Yes, but ensure that you have to be only one of the two. You cannot be an early bird and a night owl. No, you have to be any one of these. This is where you pick sides. Get it? Third thing, the ambience in which you sleep also matters. The lighting of the room when you sleep, the sound around you, the people around you, if there's the kind of bed that you sleep on, the kind of pillow that you sleep on, all of that matters. Yes, and you need to ensure that you get what is best for your body, because that is what will help you get your batteries recharged for the next day. Yes, if you like to sleep yourself to music, do that. If you like to sleep yourself to some scented candles, no judgment, at least not from my side. Okay, so do what makes you feel good when you sleep. Yes, and wake up as fresh as you can. And the last thing, what matters to us is our pre-sleep activities. Whether you eat right before sleeping, whether you drink tea or coffee right before you sleep, whether you watch a movie or a show before you sleep, anything that you do, you ensure that that becomes a part of your tradition. Yes, whether you meditate before sleeping, whether you pray before sleeping, whether you work out before sleeping, you go for a walk before sleeping, it doesn't matter whether it's healthy or unhealthy, but you need to ensure that you do something to fix, to let your body know and your mind know that, yeah, after this happens, I get to sleep. Yes, you need to let your body know everything. So this is all that I had for today, guys. Thank you very much for being a part of the session. I really hope that there were some information that you could definitely use, and please ensure that you bring them on a daily basis. And I need a promise from your end that you will follow at least one of these 5 things that I've told you. You can also enroll into one of these batches that are going on. There's one starting on the 18th, the 19th, and there is a working professional batch starting on the 22nd. You can make yourselves a part of any one of these, and you can also make yourselves a part of my batch that is going on the 18th. We will be taking SI and CI. So if you want to be a part of this exclusive weekday evening batch, then get yourselves enrolled to the subscription. Hi Pawan, hello. Oh boy, thank you so much, man. Happens Saurabh, and I'm completely okay with that. I'm doing something that I like, and it's okay whether I sound sometimes energetic or not, but inside of me I know I am. How to focus on paragraph while reading. I understand that's one of the worst places where you could focus on your reading, right? So what you can ensure is continue reading by focusing on specific parts of it. You can't focus on everything while you read a paragraph or while you read an article or a book or something, right? So focus on specific parts of it and try and imagine what's going on there. Don't simply read on that. Yes, I hope that helps you, Saurabh. Hi Anuj. Right Pawan, this was all about that only. Right, so get yourselves the subscription, select one of these packages. You can go for the iconic one also. If you are interested in getting yourselves a personal mentor, then you can go for the iconic. These are the prices of it before discount. Once you use my referral code Surana Live, all these prices will get slashed by 10%. Alright guys, get yourselves added to these 2 Telegram groups. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. I will continue treating you well. I will continue imparting as much knowledge as I can, and I hope that you have subscribed to this channel. Don't forget to hit like on this video, because you know there were a lot of things that were real here. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead. I'll see you today 8 p.m. for a session on allegations. Until then, keep yourself safe and happy. Thank you guys. Keep learning. Let's crack it.